Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case, Traveling Time, Case 44, Bewitched, Bewildered. Let's unlock Chapter 2 and the witch, priestess, well, she woke up. Yeah. And I kept wondering, your last name is Mabayo, and you do look like... Are you related to Erikah Mabayo, our killer in Pacific Bay, who was also a voodoo mistress? Priestess? Wow. They do look familiar. And Amy is supposed to know about Erikah Mabayo. Us two investigated the case and we arrested her. Private Dear Katrina, what's this I hear about my apprentice being murdered? Priestess Mabayo? You're awake. Yes, and I want answers. Now. Of course, Priestess Mabayo. We'd be happy to talk to you. Okay. Oh, yeah, that's apprentice's hint of like, what is that? And I see the crabs. Okay, let's go talk to Mabayo. Priestess, we're glad you're awake. Not only do we need to ask about Agwe, we also need your help removing a curse. My apprentice is murdered 2 days after you show up and you expect me to help you? Now, Agwe is gone, there's nobody to continue my family's centuries-old legacy by becoming the island's voodoo priest once I die. This is the most terrible omen. Not only did I foresee great developments during my trance, but I also sensed a malevolent presence in this hot Agwe and I shared. If there's any chance the presence might have been Agwe's killer, we need to search your hut. Fine, but don't even think about asking for my help until you got to the bottom of this. Understood. Katrina, let's take a look around this hut. Roger that, we'll investigate and find the killer. Okay, now we are going inside the hut. Let's investigate. Oh, got everything just in time. Man, that priestess gives me the heebie-jeebies, Katerina. But we need to get on her good side so that she'll help remove the curse from Zara and the treasure. The priestess said she sensed somebody in here while she was in her trance. Right, whoever was here might have knocked over that plant. Can you get a sample of that substance on the pot? If you think that gift box might be a lead, let's get it unlocked. Okay. Okay, let's collect whatever is hidden in the broken pot. Well, it's not broken. Somebody just tipped it over. That was a guess. Katrina, let's go point that powder from the plant pot under the microscope will shed some light on our mystery intruder. Okay. Okay, let's unlock the gift. Agwe? And what is that supposed to be? Katria, that gift box contains a slice of fruit cake. It has the victim's name on it. Whoever gave this cake to Agwe clearly liked him a lot. Cake isn't easy to come by in these parts. Perhaps Theo will be able to tell us who gifted the cake to Agwe. Let's send it to him. Okay? Alright, let's analyze the pink powder. Calamine powder. What's that? Katria, this substance you collected from the plant pot in the priestess's hut is calamine powder. Why does that sound familiar? I can't think of anything. Right! Calamine powder is what Zara has been used to stop her scales from itching. Whoa, so you came here. But surely Zara wouldn't have broken into the priestess's hut, Katarina. Well, I think Zara is all up to just getting rid of the curse. I think that's all she was thinking about. You're right, there's only one way to find out. Let's speak to the woman herself. Okay. What were you thinking, Zara? You should have stayed on the ship. What is it, Katrina? I heard you spoke with the priestess. Will she help me? At the moment she's too angry about Agwe's death, but she might change her mind if we can solve his murder. I guess that's all we can hope for. What leads have you got? Funny you should ask, since we found traces of your calamine powder in the hut they shared. I can explain. See, I'm sick of eating nothing but hardtack and having to slather myself in citronella so the mosquitoes don't eat me alive. So I decided to go wake the priestess of her trance and demand that she cure me and the treasure at once. Shouldn't have done that. I can't imagine Agwe would have appreciated that. Did he try to stop you? Agwe wasn't there, and seeing the priestess in your trance was so freaky that I decided to get out of there at once. I hope you're telling the truth, Zara. In the meantime, you better stay on the ship. Okay. What's with this fruitcake? Katrina, what with the whole Zara situation? It was all I could not take a bite of this cake to cheer me up. But it's a good thing I didn't, since it was laced with castor oil, a common laxative at this time. Oh. What? Somebody gave Agwe a cake laced with laxatives? Yep, and I know who. George de la Cruz. I found some of his hair on the cake. Oh, what was that for? George said he and Betty had struck up a friendship when we spoke to him earlier, but he didn't mention any kind of dispute. Let's question him again. Yeah, what was that about? You were playing cards and now I see you put laxatives in the cake. What was that for? Mr. De La Cruz, can you explain why you gave Agwe a cake laced with laxatives? How did you know there was laxative in it? Look, everything I told you earlier was true. I enjoyed spending time with Agwe, but he started getting too needy, acting like he was my new best friend or something. He wanted us to spend every waking minute together, Even the other pirates noticed. They started teasing me, asking if I even had him reapply my citronella for me. So I decided to take him out of action for a few days by giving him that cake. It broke my heart to waste pretty good cake. I'd been saving it as a treat for when I got sick or heart attack. But I promised that I didn't hurt Agwe. I know better than to displease the voodoo spirits like that. You have bigger problems than evil spirits if we discover you're lying, Mr. De La Cruz. And you're right, Katrina. We know the cure passed through the swamp, so let's take another look there. Okay? It could be you, man. Let's find something. Damn it. Oh, God damn it. I'm gonna repeat it. See, no need for see items preview. Katrina, we urgently need to get to the bottom of this murder if we are to convince the priestess to cure Zara, or who knows what she might do out of desperation. It's strange that this money pouch was left lying around. Can you recall the note attached to it? And if you think there might be something hidden among those reeds, I won't stop you from looking. Okay? Alright, who left this money pouch behind? I took back what you owed me, Derek. Oh. The note in that money pouch reads, Agwe, I took back what you owed me. And it's signed by Derek, the stallholder. So Agwe owed Derek money. He conveniently failed to mention that earlier. Let's question Derek again. Okay? Okay, now let's look through the reads. Oh, voodoo doll. That looks like the victim. Is that a voodoo doll you found among those reeds, Katerina? Oh, you're right, the doll looks a lot like our victim. But who could have made this doll? The princess is an obvious culprit, or we can't just go and accuse her. We need to get on her good side. Good thing, let's send the voodoo doll to Orlando before we jump to any conclusions. Yeah, see if voodoo doll was hurt at some sorts. Okay, now let's go talk to Derek. Tell me you're looking to buy something this time, prior to Katerina. Business is so slow, I'm living off nothing but hardtack. That's strange, since we know you took back money that Agwe allegedly owed you. Nothing gets past you, does it, prior to Katerina? I might have had a soft spot for the boy, but I couldn't risk you putting me out of business. Agua made me a bunch of protective talismans to sell, see? They were a right hit with the pirates. But then I started getting complaints. Pirates saying the talismans were no good. Nobody wants an angry pirate on their tail. I only just managed to slip out of one's grasp because I were oiled up with citronella. So let me guess. Agua refused to admit the talismans were fake, so you lost your temper and killed him? Is that it? Of course not. I just stole back the money I gave for the talismans. Now I'll be able to reimburse any pirates who come knocking. It could be you, man. What's with this voodoo doll? Orlando, can you tell us if that voodoo doll of our victim came from the priestess? Not necessarily, no. Since the design of the doll is not overly intricate, it could have been made by a total amateur or the priestess if she was in a hurry. However, I can tell you that the doll was made by your killer. How can you be sure? Well, a voodoo doll always contains something for the person they represent. But this one contains all the victim's bloody hair. What's more, the doll must have been made after the murder because the clay is still fresh. So the killer walked away with a handful of the victim's bloody hair and made a doll of him after committing the murder? Precisely. And then they buried the doll among those reeds in a symbolic bit to ensure Agua's soul had safe passage to the afterworld. Oh. Your hero clearly feels the remorse, Katrina. And not only that, they're obviously superstitious. So our hero is superstitious. Their luck is about to run out with us on their tail. That's right. And you're right, Katrina, the princess is clearly a believer. And pirates are notoriously superstitious. So let's add Mary Reed and George de la Cruz to the list too. Okay, who could it be? Nothing from Mary, or it could be George. And nothing from our priestess. Katrina, we came to Skull Island hoping the voodoo priestess would remove the curse from Zara and the treasure. Instead, we found her apprentice with his head bashed in, and the priestess is refusing to help us until we solve his murder. Worse still, we learned that Zara broke into their hut while the priestess was in a trance. I hate having to treat her as a suspect, but we have no choice. And then there's George, who was so sick of the victim's clinginess that he tried to put him out of action with a laxative-laced cake. We need to get to the bottom of this. There's no point, Katerina. I made my peace with it. I'm going to be a fish forever. No, don't say that. We can still heal you. We haven't tried it yet. We'll see what happens. Alright, we're gonna stop here and continue playing in chapter 3. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye.